Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to get a Paragon, but you just couldn't afford it? Well, look no further, because in today's mod, we are going to have a feature where you can buy a Paragon without being able to afford it, and it's called subprime Paragons. You don't have enough cash to initiate a full Paragon sacrifice. However, you can spend the cash you do have to get a weaker negative degree Paragon and invest more later. So this is a very interesting mod made by Doombubbles here, where it makes it so it's, well, practical to actually get Paragons for an affordable cost. You can spend as little as 1% of the cost of the original Paragon, and for example, we'll do that and take a look at what degree this Paragon is. Negative 28. You might be thinking I'm talking about the temperature in Canada here in the winter, but no, it's the actual degree of the Paragon, and of course, it's made in a way so it is weaker than a degree 1 Paragon. So let's just send out a around 100 BAD, for example. Looks like the negative 28 degree Paragon cannot break down the layer. That's where this button comes in handy, because on top of allowing you to get negative degree Paragons, you can invest in your existing Paragon to make it stronger. So say we invest back into the original 162k cost, this should be indeed back to degree 1. And that's a cool feature, because you don't have to, like, replace the thing you had in the past. That was definitely an annoying feature. You can definitely tell the difference here for degree 1 versus negative 28. What can you expect? You get what you pay for. So today's challenge: prove negative Paragons viability by trying them out in a game mode where you normally can't afford Paragons, aka Chimps mode. Obviously, it is possible. It's just pretty hard and pretty late to get. So of course I picked none other than the best map for the cheapest Paragon, aka the Dark Paragon, but honestly, maybe I should experiment with other Paragons, considering that those are very much affordable. All you need is access to tier 5, so say I went for, if I wanted to go for the Ace Paragon, then I would just need $9,000, 1% of the original Paragon cost, on top of the other tier 5 Aces. Obviously, those are really expensive, so I figure Dart would just be easiest to get first. Hopefully the money is there to get more than one Paragon, but I figure it's gonna get pretty late. Anyway, how does the math work out, in case you're wondering, for negative 3 Paragons? Well, Doombubbles explains it here. So basically, the algorithm, or rather the calculation formula, it's the same for positive degrees, except it doesn't add the flat damage bonus. For those who don't know, every 10 degrees, I believe, you get +1 damage on your Paragon. So therefore, we're not getting like -1 damage, -1 pierce for negative 10 degree Paragons. Luckily, it'll just be -10% for negative degree 10. Or actually, in the Dart Monkey's case, negative 25%. Because as you see in the text here, a full Dart Monkey Paragon costs 250k with 100k from tier 5s, making negative buffs be 2.5% per degree instead of 1. Because if you think about it this way, like, only having a 28% weaker Dart Paragon is absolutely worth not spending that much money into it, aka 162. So in terms of balance reasons, it makes sense that calculation is changed rather than the calculation for, like, the degree. Because I don't think it's possible to get, like, a negative degree 100. Unless somehow you could spend, like, negative cash into the Dart Paragon, but I don't think that's possible. Also, is this map easy AF or what? I bet we could actually get to the Dart Paragon without spending any other money in non-darts. Although, actually, maybe just camo protection. Actually, hold your horses. The Zealy decamos very soon, so maybe we can get away with just having her as the decamo. Or maybe I should have just gone Crossmaster first, and then that would have been our camo savior for now. 2 down, 1 to go. That was quick. Now, just like normal Paragons, we should try to get other requirements fulfilled so that our negative degree Paragon is, like, as little negative as possible. Because you saw it, like, with nothing, no sacrifices, no money given, it's only negative 28, but I bet we can get that to, like, maybe negative 15, if not better, just by doing what you normally would do, aka 100 tiers of tier 4 and lower Dart Monkeys. So I believe a good combo is 20 022s, or sorry, 25 022s, because the base Dart does not count as a tier. All right, 23, 24, and 25. Perfect. Well, now we just need $20,000, which I think is probably the mid to late 80s when we can get the Paragon. Now, question is, do I just buy it immediately? Because here's the thing I'm actually not sure about. When you reinvest into your Paragon, How is it calculated? Because you wouldn't have these dart monkeys anymore unless you spent a bunch of money on them again. Because obviously all these dart monkeys get sacrificed the first time you buy them. So is that still factored in to the equation, is what I'm wondering. As with the pop count, would it affect, like, the dart paragon itself? I feel like it would, but I can't guarantee, say that for certain. I guess that's one thing we could experiment with. So, final, tier 5. And of course, we'll upgrade this one over here. And let's wait for the round to end first before blasting off. Alright, how about now? $0 cash ladder because I need the money badly. And what degree is it? -3, okay. We're not losing too much then, so only minus, what's 3 times 2.5? Real quick math, 7.5. It's only 7.5% weaker than a degree 1 paragon, if the math adds up there. Or are there such thing as like a degree 0 paragons? Anyway, should I just test right now? Let me wait for this round to end first so I can back out. Basically, I wanted to, say, invest another 1,000. Oh, it actually goes up, nice. -2 now, so it is taken into account. Very cool. In fact, can't we just keep updating the paragon? Because I'm pretty sure that extra degree was not because of the 1k I spent in it, but rather the pops that I got. So say after now. Okay, it's still -2. I might have to wait till like after 90 or something like that. But yeah, this is what the kids would say is pretty fire with 1.3 million now after 98. Let's try again. Nope, still -2, so maybe it doesn't count pops. Only the extra cash glider. Alright, let's at least get to 0 though, for the funny is. 3,000 gets us -1. An extra 1,000, still -1. How about another 1.8? Nope. Still. It's kind of funny, like, because I'm buying them so quickly, it, like, just constantly keeps updating that's -1. On top, it's up, okay. How much more I gotta spend here? 5,000? 6,000, oh. And it's 1. I might have just skipped 0. 0 doesn't exist. Damn. Well then, we successfully got, well, back to a positive degree paragon. Now to see, other paragons. So which one is affordable? I'm not gonna do Ace because big playing is just too expensive. And we get it way too late. I have personally decided on a boat. Boat sounds crazy. It's also very cheap. The most expensive tier 5 is only like 28,000, so it's pretty similar to the dart monkey if you even things out. For experimental reasons, I am going to not buy any other tiers on the boat, because I want to see how the following works. First off, let's spend the 5k. Oh, I'm gonna die. Well, let's see if this saves me. Slow down, slow down. Hex 2, yep. There it is, -degree 28, but you look at the damage, and it is pretty bad relative to the, well, the Dark Paragon. Yep, that's just about what I expect. What I'm curious is, this does affect the cooldown of the ability, right? Because if you didn't know, the cooldowns are faster the higher degree you get, so I can only assume this is longer than a degree 1 ability. I guess I'll just use it for fun. I can't really tell, but I feel like for longer rounds, or when there's more than, you know, once you get the free play, when there's multiple pads, cooldown shouldn't really matter too much. Here's one to test, though, and why I got degree -28. Buy other tiers, and if I spend nothing... Oh, okay, it doesn't actually sacrifice the existing boats. Gotcha. So I just wasted a bunch of money. It only updates the boat's degree based on the amount of money you put into it. Good to know. Now, should I just take the hit on this boat and go for another Paragon? Or should I keep upgrading it? I feel like it would be more fun to try another Paragon. But for the sole reason that this is basically a utility Paragon. For the one-shot capability, that doesn't get affected by negative degree aside from the cooldown rate. And so therefore, it's not really worth it to invest more money into it if the main attack isn't going to be... It's definitely going to be outscaled by around 139 here. It's going to cost way too much money. We'd definitely be done so by now, if not for the Buck Paragon. Damn. Under 1,000 DPS. We'll just go ahead and one-shot you real quick. And we got the singing ability for the end of this round. Nice. Don't forget I also got a Zealy, so we could use that to get out of rounds when the ability is on cooldown. It does feel like, practically speaking, I can probably only get those 2 Paragons. I would have loved to try Ninja next, because it also has good utility in the fact that it'll, with the Grand Sabo effects, it'll take away a bit of damage from every incoming balloon, and also slow down everything on screen. So that might be better than your average full damage negative degree Paragon. So here's what, I'll hoard 100k. If I can save for Ninja Paragon, cool. If not, we'll spend the extra money on buffing or pumping more money into the existing ones. In the meantime, Azalea's Hex for BDs goes really hard, and oh crap, we died to DTs instead. Alright, Bloons Sabotage it is then. That might be enough to make a difference. Nope. Yeah, it ain't happening. Let's try $10,000 in Dark Paragon. It would turn from degree 1 to... Oh. I guess it's cheap to get Dart out of the gutter, but to get higher than a 1... Let's just see max cash lighter. 13. Weird how 10k got 0, but like, the other 38 got 12. That's besides me, though. Anyway, I guess we'll just stick with the degree 13 Paragon. It is what it is, and hope for the best. Frankly, though, it doesn't look like it's making enough of a difference. Given that the formula for positive degrees is 1% per degree level, then yeah. We're getting 13% more damage on this Dark Paragon now compared to before, which would probably only net us like 5 more rounds. But I guess we are making money here, so I could up the degree a bit more. Or maybe, again, it's worth it just to get the boat out of the gutter. Perhaps it is worth making this thing do a bit more damage. And you know what? Sure. Let's do $4,000 to get us more one degree higher. By the way, I had to double check this myself, but in case you're wondering, why not try to aim for like degree 20s? Because haven't I said a lot of times that there are 20 degree benchmarks for extra damage? Well, it turns out that's only for bosses. For normal balloons, there is no 20 degree benchmark. I almost died there, so let's jump. Let's spend more. Damn, 9k for the same thing. Why does it feel like something's not up? Because how did I get 12 jumps from the other Dark Paragon? Yeah, 27. Actually, this makes sense. This makes sense. Because remember, the Bolt Paragon is $500,000. So, of course, compared to Dark Paragon, getting back to the break-even point to a 4th Paragon is much... It takes like 3-4 times more. However much the math is on that. So, hence, looks like it's pretty inefficient to, like, use any cash lighter on these more expensive Paragons. You're better off just getting the $0, the cheapest one possible. And just like I did with Dark Paragon, just make the negative degree as low as possible by satisfying other requirements, like pop count, for example. And I'm probably dead this round, yep, 157. We'll do the last 11k on this one. I really should have... If I could get that 30k back, I would. But here's degree 16 now, so... save an extra 3% add if it matters. It might, given how close things are. Nope, not good enough. Last try. Also, maybe it's because I put the boat on last, but it's on first now. Oh my god, and a Hex clutched it. I saw a Hex. So we live to see another day. Very impressive. How about an extra 5k? Nope. Still same degree on the dart. And I reckon we are donezo for sure this round with everything on cooldown. Not if the Hex has anything to say about it, actually. Oh, nope. Here come DTs. It's over for sure. Yep. We can't handle them. Good free play run, though, because there was no way if I, you know, had to save out 160k manually that I could have gotten that with the defense I had. So thank you, negative Paragons. Now, one last thing real quick is, of course, I want to see how other negative Paragons fare. Negative 28 Paragons. First off, let's change the cash so that we get the minimum sack. This is, once again, degree negative 28, and I just want to see how much sticky damage it does. So throw the sticky. 2,000? Oh my god. That is so bad. That is so bad. Oh my god. I mean, it's still good enough to beat the bad, but that's funny if you think about it. The sticky on the Paragon is weaker than the Master Bomber, because the Master Bomber only does 3,000 damage, for your FYI. And oh my god, the Pierce is bad too. It's almost getting overrun by the insides of bad. By the way, here is a normal degree 1 ninja for comparison. Yeah, quite the stark difference. Goliath Doomship should be pretty spicy. Let's try a fortified bad. Mind you, these are not even like free play buffs. Round 1 bats have less HP than round 100, and they are slower. So let's see the damage. Pretty pathetic, I will say. How about the Carb Bomb? Does this help at all? Oh, definitely. But normally it should absolutely beat an F-bad in one missile. Not quite the case here, though. Not quite the case. It is enough to beat it, though. Well, I can do every single one, of course. So last Paragon testing here, just a simple Glaive Dominus. How is the damage there? It looks like each explosion from the Meld Dom is doing about 1,000 or so. I think this is performing better than the green -8 Ninja. Not sure why, but I know it's getting further, but that's because it was a fortified versus a non-fortified. But again, it might be because of the algorithm being different for the price of the Paragon. Yeah, that's probably got something to do with why this performs similarly to the Ace. So yeah, So if you want to see more of the craziness that is negative degree Paragons, then feel free to shoot an idea in the comments, and perhaps I'll give it a go. Until then, thank you for making it to the end, and click here for more videos.